2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Shaka Claus.
What a festive day it is. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. Taking a look at the Rockets, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Nowhere I would rather be on this day than here with you guys.
I got a couple other places, but this is not bad either.
You know
I got a couple other places,
Ernie?
got a couple other guys.
You know what I got for Christmas this morning?
Yeah. What'd you get?
Not a dang thing.
No? No gifts?
I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus don't get gifts.
Oh. Well, it sure is great to be here and be watching NBA hoop, isn't it,
It
fellas?
is, buddy. It sure is.
Well, I appreciate the helicopter, Santa, that you got me today.
That wasn't Santa. That was me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Well, I think the game's just about ready to start. So what do you say we go to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I
Kev.
didn't buy that for you. You got to return it.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. The Spurs would love to finish off this road trip on a good note. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
And, Greg, I love the attitude they're bringing onto the court every night, the belief you can see in this group. It's going to take something very special to beat this team.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the 3.
And, guys, Patrick Beverley, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverley is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And the Rockets with possession here. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Duncan with a screen on Beverly. Parker's shot is off. Ariza kicks to Howard. Parker with the steal. Leonard dishes to Green. Good work defensively by Harden.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Aldridge wide open, he fires. He drains the quick shot. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to Capella. Dishes to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Howard misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
They get it back. Misses in close. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now, here's Ariza. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Green against Beverly, and the wide open shot from Green, and he hits it to tie the game up. Green's got his first basket of the night. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green against Harden, got a piece of it, and stolen by Aldridge. Green kicks to Leonard. Inside from 11 feet away, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Duncan's got his first points in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And here is Parker after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. Here's Leonard. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team. You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team and they prove you wrong. But Popovich said last year he feels it might actually be the case.
And he gets it to go.
He's got a nice soft touch with that floater and used it beautifully right there.
And the rejection by Leonard. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked, really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
Now, here's Parker following the miss by Trevor Ariza. Aldridge with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Passes it to Duncan. Just 4 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the...
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Tia. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. So it's San Antonio now. Ginobili the pass to Diaw. Here's West. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Diaw with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail. Terry outside. Screen by Jones. Thornton no good. And San Antonio shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Ginobili dishes to Simmons. Diaw the screen. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
And the Spurs with possession here. They trail by 1. Diaw the screen. And Mills kicks it to West. Adiunas grabs the miss. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, earlier I had a chance to speak with Greg Popovich. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Thank you, Doris, and quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys.
Here's Houston now. Terry outside. Another miss by Houston. San Antonio leading. And there's the feed to Diaw. To the middle. Here's Mills. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And guys, every time we think Patty Mills is going to take the next step in his development, he takes a step back. Last season, he shot career lows from the field and behind the arc after having one of his best ever campaigns the year before. That really just makes a coach pull his hair out. Fortunately, me, I don't have it.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Ginobili. 8 points his last outing, and it's Patty Mills with the 3. Mills has got 6 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve. And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Rockets, Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward, and it's Howard in at center. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. To the inside. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Poked away. The pass to Green. Back to Duncan. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Well, talking about Parker and the bigs, Tony benefited from their presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane, and once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right. Leonard with the steal. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Parker against Beverly. Leonard with no one around. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kicks to Capella. Harden inside the three-point line. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's stolen by Green. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Leonard on the wing. Right block shot, and that one's good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
From deep, Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Leonard kicks to Duncan. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Now it's a 6-point San Antonio lead. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Green against Harden. Looking to end the drought, Howard. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
For Dwight Howard, guys, there were 2 or 3 seasons in Orlando and LA that seemed like one big soap opera. So now, to me, it seems like he's happy and settled, though, here in Houston.
And it seems, Greg, that, you know, as he was just talking moments ago about Howard finding his niche in Houston, it seems he's more comfortable. Certainly a great legacy of terrific big men for the Rockets. Clark, you know that firsthand. They've had some terrific names over the years.
How about Yao Ming, Kevin, Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes, Hakeem Olajuwon. No greater roster of big men than that one there.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assist and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Feeds it to Howard. Harden against Green. Howard, the pass to Harden. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on in age, Clark. We've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
Jason Terry is checked in for Patrick Beverley. Leonard attacking, and Capella sends it back. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders. At small forward, second is Kawhi Leonard. Third is Trevor Ariza.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
It would be nice to find a steals chart to see where they're getting all their pilfers from. These are small forwards, though, who play 94 feet of defense.
Spurs leading by 3. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Baseline J on the way, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And guys, Tim Duncan still dominant after 18 years. You know, he's reshaped his body. He has gotten a brand new diet, which he says has had a huge benefit. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Greg, I think, you know, he probably was one of the top 5 overall performers in last year's playoffs.
No doubt about it. We continue to write this guy off, Kevin, and he just continues to defy Father Time. I mean, there was a point where he was starting to feel the wear and tear, especially in his knees, but being the competitor he is, he decided to dictate to his body rather than letting his body dictate to him.
Rockets trail by 5. Terry outside. Launches a 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Ginobili dishes to West. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. West has got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
And San Antonio shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Ginobili misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Brewer kicks to Howard. Diaw with the steal. And he misses the fast break layup.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Here's Brewer. Outside for Thornton. The 3. No luck. And the Spurs going the other way now. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. And stolen by Thornton. Goes up, and Thornton slams it home.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And guys, the wheels really fell off of Marcus Thornton's game last year. This was a deadly shooter who averaged over 21 points a game only a few seasons ago. But last season, under double figures at 9 per contact.
Jones checked in for Houston. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Terry outside. Now the dish to Moniunas. Jones, the pass to Moniunas. 6 on the shot clock. From about 16. Shot by Terry, no good. On the topic of Thornton, Greg, last season he wasn't all bad. He did hit a career-high 42% of his threes. Clark, the problem is he didn't provide anything else.
Yeah, he's an Allen wrench. He's a specialist. I mean, he's never been a great playmaker, rebounder, or defender. His money is made with his jump shot.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Like last season, we saw Moni Eunice make some nice strides.
Yeah, a big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Moni Eunice drops both of them.
And Monte Eunice actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Shots good by Mills.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Moni Eunice, that's a screen for Terry. Shot is no good. West with some nice D. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Ginobili. It's rebounded by Thornton. And Jones now atop the key. There's the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to half.
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a good groove lately. Taking a broader look at the season, what's important for this team to have success this year?
To stay healthy. I like our chances this year. Our young guys got a lot of experience, and we play good basketball right now, so hopefully we can stay healthy and play good at the end of the season.
Tony, thank you as always. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
I love the way they took care of the basketball. They displayed good patience, strong decision-making, sharp passing, all of it. This is why coaches say, make the right play, not the spectacular play. Well, unless the spectacular play is the right play, that's fine. But don't give away possession. That's the moral of the story.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
The three-point shot has really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the Horn.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been a clinic from Patty Mills.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. He gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Parker dishes to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them.
In a season where everyone in the Southwest made it to the playoffs, you just knew it was going to be a war of attrition night in and night out. Still, the Rockets managed to come out on top in the division.
And the Rockets were just 8 up and 8 down in the Southwest Division. But, Clark, they won the out-of-division games they needed to in order to take the division crown.
Exactly, and it was a tough year to do that because the division was so tough. It was actually the first ever Southwest Division title for the Rockets.
And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy, one of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature. Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Shoots from the baseline, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Spurs leading by 5. And for Howard, his parents raised him to keep a smile on his face and stay upbeat and remain positive. He's done all those things and still competed in the rough and tumble world of pro basketball.
Yeah, and yet some of his peers and contemporaries have gone at him. Durant, for instance, Kobe Bryant called him soft. Byron Scott questioned his desire. Guys go about their work in different manners.
The Rockets with another miss.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Beverly against Parker, right wing. Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by Houston.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Stolen by Harden. Back to Beverly. Kicks it out to Ariza. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 6 points for Ariza.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers.
And the Rockets making a change here. Terry's checked in. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Parker kicks to Leonard. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Harden. Fires for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. It's tipped. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. Said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
And for Leonard to hear players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things.
Harden against Green. Harden kicks to Capella. And good on the basket. Book it. Capella's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep-thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Spurs working the ball around now. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. Here's Terry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
San Antonio calls timeout. When you think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreke Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones comes in for Dwight Howard, and it's Brewer in for Capella. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Diaw. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract. But it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny. And guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Mills. Terry covering to the inside. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Diaw's got his first basket. Rockets trail by 3. And Terry up top, covered by Mills. Terry the pass to Moniunas. Terry kicks to Brewer. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Terry, covered by Mills. And the wing jumper offline. Spurs leading by 3. Leonard dishes to Mills. He kicks it to Diaw. Off target from outside. For Houston, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Jones, the pass to Brewer. Kicks it out to Jones. Moniunas dishes to Harden. No good. That would have tied it. The Spurs shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Mills. No good. And it's Houston the other way.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they could have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
Houston making some changes. Thornton comes in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jason Terry. And San Antonio also making a switch. Simmons is checked in. Now here's Beverley, covered by Mills. And Beverley kicks to Jones. Back to Beverley. David West grabs the miss.
And against the Clippers, the Spurs didn't have home court advantage. I mean, ended up playing a big part in that series. They ended up losing in Game 7 in Staples with some questionable timekeeping, but that's not why they lost.
Back to Jones. He feeds it to Thornton. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Simmons. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He dishes it to Beverley. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Ginobili the pass to Diaw. With 1 on the clock, shot is no good. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. It's San Antonio leading by a point. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Houston's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. We've got Thornton. He's out there with Patrick Beverly. Howard is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Capella in at the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. They grab their own miss. Beverly dishes to Howard to take the lead, and he gets the bucket. And that's 11 points for Ariza. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And Thornton kicks to Howard. Puts it up from 7, and it's Houston with another.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Aldridge a screen. Parker kicks to Green. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Harden. Capella, the pass to Harden. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Dishes it to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Leonard, no luck. Rockets leading by 4. Now, here's Howard. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Pass to Duncan. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Green against Harden. The feed to Howard. It's Harden with the drive. 6 to shoot. They get it again. Howard dishes to Harden. There's the pass to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Beverly against Parker. Second chance shot. Ariza no luck. San Antonio trailing here. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Parker passes to Leonard. So they take the lead. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these 2 teams match up with one another.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. And so it's Houston with it. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
There's the bucket. Good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Rockets trail by 3. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Ariza kicks to Beverly. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Parker dishes to Green. Kicks to Aldridge. From deep. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And, guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And here is Parker. Pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 10 rebounds and 2 steals as well.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Greg.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harden the pass to Howard. Deflects the pass. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Ariza. Houston needs to get a shot off. Beyond the arc. Howard can't hit.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now Aldridge. Parker outside. But they get it back. Ginobili. Leonard a good look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Harden outside. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone. You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
1:36 left to play here in the fourth. Ginobili attacking. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 6th assist on the night. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Leonard, and the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Rockets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Beverly against Parker. Takes it from 10. Another miss by Harden.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Beverly with the ball. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harden for 3. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. .30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Feeds to Aldridge. Parker against Beverly. Parker kicks to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Houston, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for Houston.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 5. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Leonard. Parker left side. From deep three-point range, off target. So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, James, it certainly seemed the entire team stayed with the game plan and stayed focused to try to play at the pace you're looking to.
Yeah, they did a good job, very good job. We tried to push the ball as much as possible. They kept getting offensive rebounds, so we stuck with it 4 quarters and grinded it out.
Well, terrific win. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love, a player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not a one-on-one situation, even if you throw the kitchen sink at him, he still gets the job done. It's the confidence, the drive, and the spirit that makes James Harden a superstar.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.